What a bride wouldn't want to be made up for their special big day? And joining me now is Keri. First of all, Keri, I have to say I love the name of your business. You know, who wouldn't want to get carried away with their makeup? Yes,
Exactly.
of course, she's a makeup artist and she's going to talk to us about some bridal makeup tips. Now, Keri, you have a beautiful model here. Tell us a little bit about what are some of the first things brides should consider when they're getting ready to get their makeup done for the day?
Depending on their bridal style of the makeup, whether they want soft glam, full glam, or if they want to just be natural and have, just a little bit going on to accentuate their features. So it's all about, researching as far as what you want. You still want to look like yourself.
How do you help them kind of decide whether they want soft glam, full glam, or a natural look?
I play around a lot with what their inspo pick is, but then their eye color and their undertones, their hair color, all of those things are factors when you're doing that. So you can look at a picture and say, yes, I want that. However, you really need to, when we put it on and it doesn't match their vision, that's when we need to kind of,
Yeah, because that was kind of going to lead into my next question, because like how often do you have it where they bring you a picture, but then, when it becomes wedding day, it's not necessarily what they wanted in the beginning?
I always say, please be open. I want you perfect. I want you to look amazing, So if you're not feeling comfortable, maybe a smoky eye isn't what you want. Maybe you want a more matte look. There's so many things. So if maybe they wear it all day on the day of the trial, let me know. That's why we do it. That's why we're here, is to do a trial and figure things out. Because, open communication, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. It's all about the girl that day.
Okay, well, walk us through the steps. You can show us a little bit of how you're gonna do it.
So we start with a lighter shade.
Okay. How far do you typically travel?
I go all over. So I've been up to Mackinac City, and then I've gone as far south as Selfridge Air Force Base.
And how do you suggest a bride prepare to get their makeup done? Like you were mentioning moisturizing, but are there some steps they need to take before they sit in your chair?
Yes. Start with a skincare routine. I would say, 3 or 4 months prior to get your skin adjusted. I have a whole checklist of what girls should do leading up to it.
Now, what kind of packages do you offer? Because I'm assuming you do the bride, but you also do the other lady?
I do, yes. So the bride has her own package, and then I do have one for bridesmaids, mother of the brides, grandmas, flower girls. I have all different ranges.
Now, how do you work with the different skin tones? I'm assuming that's a part of the trial?
So I have foundations for every skin shade. That's what I'm here for, is to work with all different colors.
Well, Keri, she looks beautiful. You did such a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, for those who are interested in getting their makeup done by you, let them know how they can find that info.
I'm at Get Carried Away. You can Google me. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram.
Well, Keri, thank you so much for showing us this beautiful makeup.
Yes, thanks for having me.